on set, going live in 5, 4, 3.
We're ready to start the DS5 chat show. Steve Lang!
Here we are at the end of DS5 Live. We've had a fantastic event and we're now going to take the opportunity to have a chat with Steve Froud from Citroën and David Taylor from Motiv8. Welcome guys, thank you for joining us. Steve, first question for you. Can you tell me, how has the DS5 training been different from other training events?
Well, it's had to be different because DS5 is a different car from sort of really any Citroën we've launched in the last kind of 50 years. We've had to approach it in a different way to make sure that people, you know, they enjoyed the day, but they also interacted fully with the cars. So there's lots and lots of hands-on stuff. There's lots of competitor comparison. It's been an enjoyable day, of course, because that's the people like to have a good time when they're at a product launch. We've tried to replicate the kind of questions and the kinds of bits of information that customers want to know actually during the training. So we've prepared the salesmen, hopefully, for some of the questions they'll get asked. Yeah, the car's very creative, it's very dynamic, and that's the kind of event we want to put on. We'll open the day up on this fantastic set with bringing everybody in, giving them a flavour of what they're going to be doing during the day. You know, we bring out some guests, we talk about the car. You know, it's designed to be fun and interactive, but there is still a serious message we're getting across about the market and about the car. Everybody goes off and does one of two sessions straight away. They either go and meet the car and do a walk around and look at key sort of features of the vehicle, or they go straight into a technology session where they find out how the technology that this DS5 is loaded with, how it actually works.
David, if I can turn to you for a moment. You've designed the training sessions and the drive sessions. How have they been running from your point of view?
One of the things we really wanted to do here is to give our sales force the opportunity to drive our car, drive the competition back to back, so they get a real feel for where we have some fantastic strengths, and of course where the competition are good as well, so they're ready for any questions. We do that in two separate driving sessions. The first driving session is what we call the premium driving session, which is a road route on normal standard roads, if you like, where we take the DS5 against people like Volkswagen and Audi. So some of the real premium competitors out there. Second part of it is where they go to Stoneleigh, and we do some maneuverability on the car, where the vehicle is used in some real life situations where you're reversing, where you're parking, where you're driving, manoeuvring at low speed. So therefore, giving them a chance to see the vehicle in its natural habitat in many ways, to show them how good it is. And generally, they've been very, very impressed with the vehicle.
So all of that, we've just got this theme really, which is that interactive chat show environment that puts people at ease from the off, and has certainly put smiles on their faces. And I've really enjoyed being a Jonathan Ross-styly presenter on this. It has been fantastic and gone down really, really well, I feel. So out of the whole day, what's your favourite part of the event, Steve?
I think my favourite part it tends to be in the morning, where people are getting a look around the car, and they're doing the usual thing of standing back and watching and learning about the car. And then what we do is we put them on the spot a little bit with a video camera, and some of them are a little bit unsure about it. But they start to realise, actually, as soon as you film them and put them on the spot and say, right, demonstrate keyless entry to me, some of them really come alive and they've really got that real kind of presenting style. The others that are a little bit more nervous about it are getting the message, actually, I'm going to need to practice this. So seeing them kind of gradually get better and thinking about how they're going to present it and going, I need the key for this, where's the key, where's the key, is a really quite a good way. I think it's a good way of them learning. And when you see them watching it in the film at the end as well, I think that really kind of brings it all together. So I think that's worked really well.
Brilliant. And David, from a training company's point of view, what's been the most satisfying part of the event for you, from yourself?
I think the most satisfying part of it is to actually go from the concept that we came up with to actually see it working. We knew it would, but you know, you still want to actually see it in action. And as part of the day, for me, the best part of it is when everybody sees themselves on video at the end and they see what they collectively have produced. So as you say actually in the show, there are two real stars. There are the audience and of course the car itself. Yourself, of course, Steve. Of course. But the car itself is very much a big part of the day.
And in addition to using technology on the car, you've also used technology in the learning example in my hand here.
Yep.
Has that been useful?
It has. It's worked fantastically well to actually see, you know, some of the people are being filmed, some of them are doing the filming. It's giving delegates, it gives them an idea of what kind of technology is out there already, and also even thinking about what they could do themselves in a dealership. You know, the tablet PCs are fantastic for doing that.
Brilliant. I guess it makes them feel a bit more current, up to date, and a bit more special.
Yeah.
And we've actually, throughout the day, we made them feel special. We had some genuine VIP racing drivers here, giving them champagne at the end, ready to send them off on a high, which is great. So sum it up for us then, guys. DS5 Live, how's the overall experience been for you in just one sentence? I'll start off with you, David.
Well, it's a car with lots of creative technology. As we said earlier on, we've had to be creative. We've used the technology as well, so we've tried to bring all of that together and theme it around the car.
Brilliant. Steve?
The day's done exactly what I want it to do. They go away smiling, fired up and ready to sell.
If you're watching this on video, you may think it's a small little intimate event, but it certainly isn't. There's a lot of people involved in putting an event like this together. We've had, you know, camera crew, we've had production staff, and genuinely lots of people behind the scenes. Would that be fair to say?
You know, really, there's a big team behind putting one of these things together. There's a few people that tend to be at the front of it, and there's a massive team behind the scenes that make sure it all works properly.
From David, from Steve, and from myself at DS5 Live, thank you very much.